to hear what you can expect. A virtual tarot every month since last year. It's almost our 1 year anniversary, by the way. Yeah, next month.
We've been doing this crazy thing for almost a year.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's been a lot of fun. And thank you for coming. We appreciate your viewership.
And not to, change the subject too much away from you, but perhaps, Ava, what we should do next month is show old clips of some of our previous readings. We might do a blooper reel.
Let's do bloopers.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I love that.
Because there are plenty of them, and we even leave them. I mean,
learn as you go.
Right.
Yes.
So anyway, 4-card spread. First card is the overall environment of the month of July.
The second is your challenge.
Third is the unexpected.
And the fourth is the outcome.
So,
let's go. And here is your first card.
That one keeps coming up.
This is like, somehow it's magnetically attracted to this one. Everyone, or at least many of the other signs, have had this card either in the upright or inverted. And this is the Four of Swords.
It's a healing card.
It's a healing card. Perhaps most signs have had to heal.
Yes, they have. And this colors your entire month.
Yes.
Saggy. This is like the whole month. And
you're healing.
Yes, you're healing from past battles.
Past battles.
Which could have been with your health, with a lover, at your work, and because last month we had the Mussolini card.
With him.
Could be very much.
Yes,
you're healing from the battle.
From the battle with Mussolini.
Yeah, we didn't say that love doesn't have its challenges.
No.
Love conquers all, but in the meantime, it gets the...
Sometimes the most challenging thing we do in life is try to live side by side with another human being.
Well, I was going to say, in the meantime, it's like, what was that movie? It was like Scott Pilgrim, where they said, you just kicked my heart in the face. Oh. Well, that's what this feels like. You just kicked my heart in the face. You know what I mean?
And now I'm recovering from that.
Yeah.
So it's a recovery card. It's going into meditation to see what has happened and to use your reasonable mind to cure it. Because the reasonable mind, the conscious mind, is where everything is healed. Mm-hmm. If you repress something subconsciously, it wells there, and it disturbs either the psyche or it disturbs the functioning of your body, which is why you get ill. Mm-hmm. So if you bring that up into the conscious mind, whatever that is, then there, with the light of reason, you heal it. And that's what's going to happen to you for the month of July.
It's like Gurdjieff. We'll go back to Gurdjieff.
Gurdjieff, yes.
Gurdjieff, who, stopped... Did he have an ashram, Gurdjieff?
Well, it was sort of like an ashram, yes. It was, I can't remember, somewhere in, southern Russia, somewhere. And all the elites, the intellectual elites of the Western world would go there for his personal insight into life.
But he would stop everyone.
Yes.
All of the prisoners of his of his process.
Voluntary prisoners.
They were voluntary prisoners.
Yes.
And he would stop them, and he would tell them to just stop, just quit, so that they could evaluate.
A bell would ring, and they would physically halt whatever they were doing and freeze in place, because we are habitual creatures. We do things mentally and physically habitually. We get into a rut, and by stopping, you then suddenly realize the patterns that you've been caught in. And then you, again, bringing it into your conscious awareness so that you can heal yourself from the patterns that you've been, that have hooked you, that have been silently driving your behavior.
Right, that you're unconscious of.
Yeah, that you're unconscious of.
All right, let's move along. Moving along.
I don't know.
Second card. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, so then.
Oh, this makes sense also with last month.
Yes, it does.
These are kind of the same card.
They are.
Yeah, they kind of are.
This is the prelude to this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the prelude to that.
So once you
It's the death card. Let's just tell you what it is. We like to sit here and pontificate about this is the minor arcana, major arcana, the secular arcana.
Yeah, this is the butterfly card.
Yes, this is the minor arcana version of this card,
Right,
the
right.
Four of Swords. So
Right.
you move to the Death card, and basically you've got it.
Yeah, you got it. You wake up and you leave the caterpillar that you were behind, and you become the butterfly that you were potentially. And you metamorphose. You become something. You become new again.
But first you have to completely and totally liquefy.
Well, at least that's your challenge, is to do that.
To
So
liquefy.
it hasn't guaranteed yet that it's going to happen.
Yes.
It's not a guarantee. What it is your challenge. That's what you need to do.
Right.
You need to leave the old behind and go into the new. The new you, the new life. Shed your skin like a snake would.
Yes.
In order to grow and become more beautiful.
Very well.
Yes. So,
And the third card.
and the third card in the unexpected. What
Yes.
could it be?
This is the weather that you may have not expected.
Uh-oh, you're still hesitant. See, because the Death card is really the prelude to the Judgment card. In other words, you need to make a judgment. You need to use your every faculty you have in order to arrive at a new conclusion about your life, a conclusion about others, and perhaps it's Mussolini from last month.
Right. Feels like a delay in like an understanding, like an
Yes.
epiphany. Like,
Unexpectedly, you don't get there yet. You know.
right. And let's talk a little bit about the position of the unexpected. Because to me, this position is kind of interesting because what does it really mean? Like during the month, there are things that you don't expect.
Well,
But-
you're on a track here,
Right.
Okay. You're thinking that you're going to accomplish something,
Right.
or do something,
Right.
or things appear as if they're headed in a certain direction. But then the unexpected means that something appears in the mix,
Yeah, it's like you're in Ireland and there are sheep crossing the road and you have to stop.
and you weren't expecting.
Yeah, and here comes, instead of, I don't know, within the mix, maybe there's a llama.
Oh yes.
Who knows? I mean, it's crazy, but do you know what I mean? It's kind of like you set your course for the month.
Right.
You're kind of on, like we said, automatic pilot, which
Right.
Gurdjieff talks about
Yes,
automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot.
And then this is the, guess what? We're at a four-way stop.
You can't quite get out of your coffin.
And this llama crosses the road. And
Right.
you're like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't expect that I was going to have to grapple with this thing for so long.
Right.
Like I can't quite,
I can't quite resurrect myself.
right. There's like this whole sense of, wow, I see where I need to go,
Yeah.
but I just can't even get out of bed.
Right. I can't even. make
It's
the-
such a leap.
Right. It's so far ahead of me that it seems too formidable for me.
Yeah, I can't do it yet.
Yeah, I can't do it
But
yet.
I know I need to.
Yeah, it's obvious that I need to. I need to divest myself of the life that I've just had, that thing that I've been doing habitually for so long. I
Mhm.
know I have to rid myself
And
of
I've
it.
seen others do it. Gurus have gone before me.
Yes.
And I know that I need to go where my gurus went.
Mhm.
I need to follow in their footsteps.
Right. But I can't.
But I
For some
can't.
reason,
I can't
just
quite
can't
get
do it.
there.
So
Okay, let's see the last card. Okay, 9 of Swords. Up all night, pacing the floor. This is the card where we say, go out and buy a journal. Write the dream down so that in the morning you can evaluate it and get back to this card. Turning this
You know what
card
this is?
around.
Illusion. When this card, people, in statistically, people spend most of their time in negative thought, in worry
Right.
about things that actually never happen.
Right. It's fear. It's fear.
It's fear. You fear the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can't be new. You can't resurrect anew. You can't You can't become that which you know you can.
Right.
So you're caught in this. What if I never accomplish my aim? What if I leave this job and I'm destitute? You know, I mean, say you can't stand where you're working, but you're afraid to leave because you think, okay, well, I'll starve to death.
Right.
Of course, you're not going to starve to death, because it shows that, in fact, all this the wonderful life, the wonderful you that you could be is waiting for you, waiting for you to come to the conclusion that you can do this.
Yeah.
But at the end, you're still full of fear and worry and what ifs.
Because
Negative what ifs.
right, because you're trying to stay in control.
Yeah.
Because I always see this as the control card too.
Yeah, because
like I have to be in control. If you have ever heard the story of the Sword of Damocles, and I always
Yes.
go there, because it's the story of the servant who wanted to be king, and the king said, "You can be king. However, I'm going to hang a sword above the throne, suspended by a horsehair." The servant said, "Okay." So he sat there. It was great. Next day, not so great. Third day, terrible. Fourth day, he absconded the throne. Because of fear. Fear of what could happen.
Right.
Fear of what could happen.
Right.
Which
And-
never actually did.
Yeah, which never actually did happen. So, again, it's the fear of the unknown, the fear of that which you've never experienced before, the fear of experiencing yourself in a way that you've never experienced yourself before, in a whole new paradigm of action, of being. So this is about just taking your mind under your own command and control, which is what the first card is about.
Right. It's like standing on the edge.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're not living on the edge, they say, you're not living at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so in order to get to that edge, this is the edge.
Right. The death card, the butterfly, to become the butterfly that you've always longed to be.
You have to live on the edge. You have to
Yes.
take this
You have to
chance.
take
You have
the
to live
chance.
with fear.
Right.
You have
You
to
have
conquer fear.
Yeah, fear of the unknown, because you need to take the adventure, the personal adventure, and become what you know you can be, and leave fear behind.
Right, and go from this card,
Yeah.
which is coloring the entire month, somehow we've moved from this healing to
Again, moving back into that
Meditation.
place of trepidation,
yeah, where there's trepidation that's sort of coming into your
psyche.
psyche, yeah, because it should be get rid of some of these swords.
Yes, get rid of some.
Get
of
rid of some of them. That is what this is
just
about.
Mental clutter,
Yes.
really.
Yeah, get rid
And
of
negative self-talk.
yeah, all that old stuff that happened before.
Right. Get rid of it.
Get rid of
because
it.
It's not serving you.
It's not
Mhm.
so we got to turn this card around.
Yes, we have to turn the judgment card around.
And we just did, because the epiphany is just tell those worrisome thoughts to take a hike.
to take a hike, because you know it's not true.
They're not real.
They're not real.
Yes.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Illusory.
Illusory fear.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Sagittarius, you've got quite a month ahead of you.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's a psychological month.
Yes, because these two cards are major cards.
They are.
And all you have to do is conquer a few minor.
Minor worries that are keeping you in the same place.
Yeah.
See, you don't want to be there anymore, because it doesn't serve you to
Right.
be where you are.
Right.
So,
Doesn't
let
serve
go.
you. Let go, and we will see you next month, in the month of August.
yes.
Please stay tuned. We'd love for you to come to us for a reading. I think
Yes,
this is a good
please.
month for you guys. I mean, especially because you need to get back to this place.
Mhm.
Place of healing and meditation. And in the next video, we will tell you exactly how to purchase a reading. But
Yes.
also, stay tuned for our documentary,
Uh-huh.
which is super cool.
About the tarot, and how the tarot can be used as both therapy, mental, psychological therapy, and as a means of prognostication or divination of the future. So
Bye-bye, Saggy.
Bye,
See you in
Sag.
Augie.
All right.
So let's talk a little bit about readings and how our audience can get a reading.
Yes, you just go to virtualtarot.wordpress.com, and we have a menu of readings there that you can peruse and see if maybe one of those is pertinent to your particular concern or problem. And then
It's very easy. Once you go to the site, first thing,
you pay for it.
you pay for it. So you'll see the donation
But
buttons.
there's all kinds of prices for it.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. We have lots of different
prices
Yeah.
for it.
You pay for it, and then you send us your question to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you. It pops up on
Yes.
our little
Yes.
cute little cell phones, and
Yes.
and then we create a reading for you.
Yes, and we create a reading for you, and then we do an audio file of it, meaning that we record it. And then we send that recording via your email back to you so that you can listen to it as many times as you'd like or you need to. So it's you can keep it with you forever.
Okay, so we'll see you guys all next month in the month of.
Oh my God, is it August?
Yes.
The years have gone, if not more.
It's crazy, isn't
It's
it?
crazy.
But stay tuned. You never know what we might do.
That's right.
It's August.
It's August. All right, bye.
Have a great month.